Sally and Joanna, welcome to Plough Lane. Let's start at the beginning. Warm and Wonderful. Where did it all begin for you guys as the brand, as it were?
Began in 1979.
79, yes.
Yeah, we didn't know each other. We were introduced through my brother, who thought that we might get on, and we met up and decided to start a knitwear business that day, and that was it. We started.
It was very sort of just energetic and naive, really.
And we had
No
we started
planning,
with a
but-
market stall in Covent Garden Market.
Yes, that was a very good thing.
Yes.
Very good thing, because we then attracted attention. We got publicity without really, it's sort of organic publicity, not by trying.
Yes, somebody came along and wrote an
Telegraph.
article about different knitwear designers, and from that we were offered a shop. Because we were knitting in our bedrooms at that point. Somebody said, "I feel so sorry for you. I've got an empty shop. Would you like to rent it?"
So it was rather, it was a great sort of progression of good luck, really.
It sort of
None of it
just
really,
kind of
we didn't
rolled
really
along.
plan it or try terribly hard
No
to seek
business
this
plan.
out, but we did eventually then have to.
We had to when we
Yeah.
needed money from the bank to borrow money.
But we all know
needed
that
a business.
plans were a bit
But in the early days, it was just kind of rolled along.
In a nice kind of way, and we designed things on knitting machines, which is why the sheep are the size they are. Really, they had to be repeating, and we wanted them to be as big as they could be, but with limitations. And we wanted to. Well, we've always enjoyed ourselves doing what we do. So the black sheep was a kind of natural kind of example.
It was one of our very first designs.
It was.
Yeah. And then one day, Joe walked into the newsagent
Yes.
and saw on the front of the Sunday Express, presumably.
It probably was the Sunday Express, and I think it was all the papers. I mean, it was really.
You must have done
really
double take when you saw that, though.
Mm.
Just Lady Diana
We had
Spencer.
no idea she had it,
Wow.
none whatsoever.
And what's the story of how she came to buy it? Did she buy it from one of you?
Well,
or-
we don't really know.
You don't
We've
really
never
know.
known.
Yeah.
Well, we
How
kind
she
of
came
have
by it.
worked it out, haven't we?
Well, we've decided.
We've
but
decided.
We don't know.
It's
for
become
sure.
fact. We've decided.
Yeah. Did you get to?
She,
Did you
she
ever
was
get to meet
given
her?
it. She was given it
She
by
was
one
given
of
it.
her
We never got to
mothers
meet
of
her,
page
sadly.
boys.
Yeah.
So we think that's how she got it.
Oh, amazing! And then, how has it been with this whole social media age? It's obviously taken your business to a whole new level. How's that change been for you guys?
It's totally different, because when she first wore it, nobody knew it was ours, and we didn't know how to let anybody know it was ours. So it's completely different now, isn't it?
Yeah, it sort of seeped out over a month the first time, and it was a big hoo-ha at the time, but it was in a much more kind of restrained way.
Yes, and it wasn't
Whereas-
like things sell out because the royals wear them in those days,
Yeah.
because nobody knew where they could get it in this market stall in Covent Garden.
Yeah, and we had a little mail order catalogue we produced, and then we started selling to shops, but now of course it's instant worldwide through the internet. And also we had we licensed the jumper to Rowing Blazers. It just before, as COVID hit really, came out during COVID, which was in a way, a weirdly good timing, because it's very photogenic. Looked
Oh, yes.
great on Zoom.
As you said, it looks
was
great
kind-
on Zoom.
It
Yes,
was
very
sort of
important.
it was just really, really good timing, and people were a bit kind of, floating around not knowing what to do at home, so it was kind of just perfect timing. And of course Jack, who runs Rowing Blazers, knew how to access social media really well.
Yeah.
And that, if it had been in our hands,
Yes.
it would have not had the same impact.
Yes, so it's
But
way
with
more
his-
successful. And
Yeah, on another
well-known than it
stratosphere.
was.
And he was really good at getting it worn by the right kind of people, and covering all areas of life. It's much more, it's got a way bigger audience now because of him, really.
Totally.
I mean, it's some hip hop artists and kind of older people.
children.
bright young models, kind of, a lot of influencers. So it's really, really different.
That's a nice way to lead into my next question. It's obviously going to go to footballers because your design is going to be recreated.
Footballers!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
So
Well, that's the first for us.
yeah, obviously you've seen the shirts now. How surreal is it to have your design on a football shirt? And did you ever imagine it would move into that area? I suppose not, really.
Totally surreal.
Never, ever.
And in support of War Child as well, is a really important charity.
Yes, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, really good charity. And it looks fantastic as a football shirt.
And that jumper's taken us to the weirdest places. And here we are in a football club where I've never been before in my life.
Yeah. And you've seen one of our players, Aaron Sassu, modelling the shirt. You think it suits him?
He looks fabulous in
Yes.
it. Really great.
Yeah.
Really great.
And you two aren't necessarily football fans yourselves, but are you excited to come to the game on Good Friday?
Yes.
How do you think you'll feel? Because obviously you'll have the whole atmosphere, and there'll be 8,000 fans in here most likely. Yeah, and they'll all see, and you'll see the players walk out wearing your design. How will that feel for you guys, if you could describe it?
Well, we'll see how. Just
yes,
totally
we'll probably be in
overexciting.
tears.
Yeah, I mean, really overexciting. I hope all the audience. What are they called? Fans.
Fans.
Yes.
Sometimes audience though. Yeah.
They'll all have to start going or something. You have to have a kind of
a sheep chant will be great.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it have you been to football matches before?
I have.
Yeah.
I've been to one.
I've got sons, so
I've got a son too.
That's. But
he loves football.
He loves football now, but he didn't used to.
He's become football obsessed.
How have they reacted to the news of the shirt?
He's pretty keen to come.
Mine is one of mine is, and Gabriel, yours.
Yes. In fact, my daughter likes football too.
But she was not that keen at all.
No. I have been to one football match in my life.
Who did you see play?
It was an international. It was England versus Czechoslovakia.
I hope England won.
I can't remember.
My first football match was the comeback of George Best.
Wow.
Playing at Craven Cottage in Fulham, and he got a goal in the first few minutes.
He was a bit of a fashion icon back in the day.
I think that's why I was there.
What would be your message to anyone who does buy one of these shirts? Like, what if you were to sum up how you feel now when people buy your products? Does it still feel exactly the same as when someone bought the first jumper you sold? Is it changed? Do you still get that nice feeling of knowing someone's going to be wearing something you made?
Yeah, no, it's lovely to see, and it's lovely being able to see people wearing them on social media. That's very nice.
And the idea that football fans would be wearing our sheep jumpers it's just extraordinary. And
football players.
And Diana would have been very pro War Child, wouldn't she?
Very
Was War
much.
Child around in her?
I don't believe so.
But if it had been, she would have been one of hers.
Exactly.
Yes.
She would have definitely
Of course, she
supported
could
it.
support. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
And also, what we should mention to our viewers is we had Dave Besant down, who was our captain when we won the FA Cup in 1988.
Yeah.
And he met Diana there, so there's another nice link there.
Yes.
It's amazing how football and fashion links together. Were you guys aware of the link between football and fashion? And not really. So.
Well, I know about I know about the football shirt.
Yeah, but you understand.
We know about the football shirt because they change every year and they're exorbitantly expensive. And
it was lovely to meet him in his sheep strip.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And yes, a lovely link.
Well, it was a different experience for him because obviously in those days it didn't really have like big photo shoots around football memorabilia and stuff like that. So he enjoyed the experience, albeit a different one for him.
Does he come to the matches?
He does, yeah.
He does.
He does. Yeah, no, he's been to quite a few games here. So our old stadium was only 100 yards down the road from where this one is. So it's kind of we kind of had to reform our club after something happened.
Oh,
and
yeah,
now
we
we're
had
back
that
I
home.
know about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
It's a long
Milton
story
Keynes
for
thing,
another
yeah.
time. But thank you very much for your time. Really great to hear your backstory, and again, pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.